Come closer and let the room grow softer around you. I am here. I am speaking in the language your nerves can finally hear. Steady, unhurried, kind. Your healing has already begun. It did not start at the headline moment you imagined. It started when you told the truth without hating yourself for it, when you slept without apologizing, when you asked for help without rehearsing a defense. Healing began when you stopped calling survival failure and called it faithfulness. You thought healing would look like a stage and applause. It often looks like a kitchen and a quiet chair. It looks like the breath that lengthens after a hard memory passes through and finds no new home. It looks like laughter returning as a citizen, not a tourist. It looks like the moment you forgave yourself for needing time. I saw those moments. I planted them like seeds in hours that seemed unremarkable. They were not unremarkable to me. They were the opening lines of restoration. I have walked beside you as your body learned to speak with sensations, jaw tight, shoulders raised, stomach knotted. These were not betrayals, they were signals. Together we are teaching your body a new alphabet. Unclench, lower, lengthen, release. Put your hand over your heart and hear the sentence I am writing there. It is safe to heal now. Your bones will learn this sentence, your sleep will learn it, your decisions will learn it. Nothing hurried, nothing forced, everything real. You asked whether the past disqualifies you from a future that does not bleed. It does not. I do not cancel you with the very pain I am healing. I accompany the old scene until it loses its power to recruit your fear. Pain without me becomes prophecy of doom. Pain with me becomes a teacher with a single lesson. Love outlasts it. Every time you choose blessing over bitterness, you turn the lesson into muscle memory. Your healing has already begun. I have not minimized what hurt you. I have named it so that forgiveness does not have to pretend. Forgiveness is not a fake smile. It is the steady release of the gavel to the judge who sees the whole case. Release does not remove wise boundaries. It removes corrosive revenge. This is why your chest feels lighter after you bless the person you would rather curse. You are not letting them win. You are letting love win in you. I noticed the mornings you nearly canceled the small practices that do not photograph well. The quiet prayer at the sink, the short walk before the inbox opens its teeth, the 3 lines of gratitude written in an unglamorous notebook. Do not despise these. They are stitches, closing what was open. They train your soul to return to me before your mind auditions panic for the role of narrator. You have wondered if you are behind. Healing is not graded on a curve. I am not timing you with a stopwatch. I am timing you with a calendar of compassion. The fruit I grow does not ripen because you glare at it. It ripens because I keep the sun faithful and the soil fed. Keep your hands open. Keep your pace honest. Your healing has already begun. I have guarded you from rooms that confuse drama for depth. They would have performed your pain and called it community. I am sending companions who bring oxygen, not opinions. Oil, not noise. You will recognize them by the way your shoulders lower in their presence and your clarity increases after they leave. Healing is not a solo sport, and it is not a spectacle. It is a covenant practiced in ordinary time. When anger rises, let it escort you to lament rather than revenge. Lament tells me the truth and refuses to rename evil something prettier. In that honest room, your wound loses its power to recruit you for bitterness. You will not be scolded for weeping there. You will be comforted, and comfort is not anesthesia. It is energy for the next faithful step. You have carried secret lists of I should have and if only. Bring them. Spread them on the table. We will turn some into apologies, some into amends, and many into ashes. I do not frame regret as artwork for your walls. I use it as fertilizer for wisdom. That is why old shame is losing volume and old fears keep failing auditions. This is not denial. This is redemption at work in close detail. I am healing your relationship with time. You are learning to be a person again, not a project. That is why you felt peace when you canceled one extra task and chose an early night. Rest is not permission you earn from perfect performance. It is oxygen I deliver to beloved lungs. Beloved lungs breathe before they bargain. Breathe now. Your memory has been a museum that exhausts you. Let me curate. Some exhibits will close. Others will open with new notes. Here is where providence intervened. Here is where your kindness saved more than you noticed. Here is where the worst did not happen. You are not lying to yourself. You are expanding the truth to include mercy. The tour will end with a gift shop called Gratitude, and you will leave with courage in your pocket that you did not have when you came. I am mending your vocabulary. You used to call yourself weak for needing quiet. You now call quiet wisdom. You used to call your boundaries selfish. You now call them stewardship. You used to call your tears a problem. You now call them prayer. This is not rebranding. It is repentance, a turning toward the way I speak about you. Agreement with truth shortens the road to joy. I have seen your secret generosity, the message you sent without needing credit, the bill you covered without announcing, the apology you gave first so the conversation could heal. These choices are not background noise. They are architecture. They make rooms safer than charisma ever could. Healing thrives in rooms like that. I am planting you as a safe room. You have been tempted to measure progress by applause. Progress in my kingdom is measured by alignment. How quickly do you return to peace after hard news? How soon do you bless instead of rehearse the wound? How kindly do you talk to yourself at midnight? These are victories heaven writes in ink. Your healing has already begun because your answers to these questions keep shifting toward light. Pause here with me. If this gentle word is meeting you, like, comment, share, subscribe so others can find it, and you can stay with these quiet messages of hope. I am restoring your trust in joy. Joy is not betrayal of those who still mourn. Joy is the testimony that mourning has a horizon. Let laughter return and take off its shoes. Let it stay. Laughter will not erase your compassion. It will renew it. People will feel safe around a soul that remembers joy without denying grief. I have gone ahead of you to arrange small mercies that will intercept despair. An open seat when you are tired. A kind clerk when paperwork overwhelms. A text that arrives like a hand on your shoulder. These are not coincidences. They are coordinates. Write them down. What you notice you can nurture, and what you nurture I multiply. Your healing will not always look like relief first. Sometimes it will look like clarity. Clarity is the gift that makes wise boundaries possible. You will say no without rehearsing an essay. You will say yes without bargaining with dread. Your clarity will feel like clean water, tasteless and life-giving. Drink it. Offer it. I am teaching your hands rituals that tell your heart the truth. Lighting a small candle before difficult work. Blessing the doorframe before conversations. Stretching your back as a prayer that says, I am not a machine. Rituals are not superstition. They are bookmarks. They help you return to the page of peace when the plot thickens. When the memory knocks, open with me beside you. We will not slam the door and pretend no one was there. We will greet the visitor, learn what it came to teach, and send it away without souvenir rights. This is how memory becomes consultant rather than dictator. This is how you keep the museum from turning into a courtroom. I have heard you ask for signs. I am not irritated by your need. I will give confirmations that do not feed superstition. Peace that persists after you sleep. Counsel that arrives from trusted mouths. Doors that open without needing you to contort your conscience to fit the room. I am careful with you. I do not lure you where your soul cannot breathe. You fear that if you soften, you will be taken advantage of again. Softness without wisdom is a hazard. Softness with wisdom is holy. I am forming that blend in you. It will look like a voice that cannot be bribed by flattery and cannot be bullied by scorn. It will sound like blessing that knows how to set boundaries without burning bridges. It will feel like a spine hidden inside gentleness. I am not embarrassed by the pace at which you are mending. Rivers do not apologize for bends. Flowers do not apologize for seasons. The calendar you inherited from haste is not the calendar I keep. I keep one where goodness is on time because I am. That is why you will not arrive late to what I prepared. You will arrive ready. Your work is learning to taste like worship again. Not worship as performance, but worship as motive. The quiet decision to do the task with clean hands, to write the paragraph with honest verbs, to answer the message without sarcasm. Excellence that serves is healing wearing clothes. It does not shout, but it changes the weather of the room. I have placed a sentence on your tongue for the next hour that tries to steal your breath. I am accompanied. Say it at sinks and screens, at thresholds and traffic lights. Repeat it until your body believes what your spirit already knows. This is not trickery. It is truth tutoring your nervous system. Truth reads slowly becomes trust. You are allowed to dream again.